apologies. Anyways, we're back, gang.
Alright, hi guys. This is my first time posting in a wee bit. Actually, let's see when the last time I was posted.
This is my first time ever being in a video in a long ass time.
Yeah, this is his first appearance on YouTube in a little bit, like a wee bit, like a wee. I need to stop saying the same thing.
I'm not talking much in this video. I'm too busy watching a fucking show.
Alright, I swear my videos too, but let's try to hold off on them, okay?
Alrighty. I'm too busy watching a show, guys.
I'm not trying to get demonetized on a show that on my YouTube channel that's not monetized in the first place.
Yeah, fair enough. Mine's not either, but you know.
Okay, Mr. $200 a year.
Shut up.
To be fair, you're not making videos to make any more money. Hi guys. I know I haven't posted in like a month. We're gonna ignore that beginning part because I'm too lazy to cut it out. But I'm here talking about FNaF lore. The thing people like to listen to the most is the FNaF timeline. Most of this is my headcanon, and as you can see, it's going on 12 a.m. right now, so that's super fun. So me and my friend FNaF God, I'm gonna first name drop him a few times, so you get to know his first name, and you probably will hear mine I don't even know if you can hear him. Graham, buddy, speak. Graham, speak.
For what?
Oh, okay, never mind. I think they can hear you. It's just gonna be really faint. I don't care enough to heighten it. Alright, so, let's just get into it. I put this photo assisted location up, for the purpose of being like, this is what I think happens first, is Elizabeth getting scooped. Like, this stuff. This happening. I think that this happened before this, because logically that just makes more sense to me that it would make Evan, or the crying child, I'm calling him Evan for the purpose of this, I don't believe in that, but it's just easier for me, is just like traumatized even more than he was when this happens. Now, as you guys know, the events of FNaF 4, I'm only going over like mainly the party, like the week up to the party. I think the prime animatronics, these guys that have been primarily featured in Roblox's TPRR or the Pizzeria Roleplay Remastered, were in a separate room detached from Fredbear and Spring Bonnie stage, and that's where the nightmares came from, and the main nightmare animatronics came from. And the only reason why Evan wasn't really scared of Spring Bonnie was because he knew that it was his father wore it most of the time, so he didn't have a reason to be afraid of Spring Bonnie. But the other ones, he just thought they were soulless animatronics. So whenever the Bite of 83 did happen, he got a little scared. He fell into a deep coma, and during the coma, he's in a coma for about a week, fighting off these these hallucinational robots in his mind. I can't speak right now. So he's fighting off the nightmare animatronics in his mind, because it's like he's reliving what scared him the most throughout his 6-year lifespan. So he's all and then he ends up dying, obviously. William is obviously super destroyed about this, because he just lost his 2 youngest in the span of about a year. That's what I think it is. Sister Elizabeth getting scooped and the Bite of 83 happened within about a year of each other, 1984 to 1985, or maybe in the same year of 1985, but we're not gonna get into specifics on that one. But that's what I think happened with that. And obviously William's heartbroken, like I said. And in order to cope, William and his best friend Henry make these specific animatronics, the Unwithereds. Ignore the FNaF 2 right now. Like, ignore the splash right now. It's just so like specifically the animatronic, because that's Unwithered Freddy. Graham, did you know that the Freddy on the splash image is actually Unwithered Freddy?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It is pretty crazy.
Yeah. So
Unwithered Freddy is real, gang.
Unwithered Freddy and only Unwithered Freddy is real.
No other Unwithered.
Nope, no other Unwithered. Okay, so they make the first ever Freddy Fat. Hold on.
Fat Bear.
Shut up, Graham. Shut up. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. There we go. First try, gang.
Why should I, Gavin?
Fuck you. Who said that? So, it doesn't go super well because because the Fredbear and his friends are kind of scary.
We were scared of Fredbear.
Yeah, like these animatronics were kind of scary to the kids. They weren't warm and welcoming like Fredbear, Spring Bonnie, and the Primes were. So they get demoted for now, to just scrap, and in order to make up with this, they're like, oh, what if we make them like the toys that they get at like Toys R Us? We make them look like actual playthings, so they're a lot more welcoming. So they take bits and pieces off of Fredbear and Friends, or not Fredbear and Friends. No, Freddy and Friends. Yeah, there we go. And they make the toy animatronics. We don't talk about Balloon Boy, but eventually, obviously there's a night shift. Shut up! So obviously after a while they're like, oh, people keep trying to break in and steal our animatronics. God damn it! I didn't say that. So what ends up happening is they hire, fuck was his name, Mike Schmidt?
Quote unquote Mike Schmidt.
Yeah. So let's just assume that Mike Schmidt and that Mike Afton are two different people. That's my headcanon. So they end up hiring Mike Schmidt to be the night guard for like the last week of closing and make sure nothing bad happens for this last party. But you know what? That's not what I meant to say. That was meant for later. Mike Schmidt has the security off, like the night guard shift for a while, right? Like he's had this for months, maybe years, and he likes doing his job. But then one day, William Afton, out of pure boredom, starts tinkering with the robots, cause he got fired. Not boredom, I meant spite. Cause, oh, please don't tell me it just, okay, never mind. Okay. My computer went idle and turned off for a second. I got scared. So Henry fired William because he was like, you're kind of sketchy. Also, I think you killed my daughter, because I forgot to say that. But William killed Charlie, and the puppet was all like, come here, baby girl. And now Charlie possesses the puppet. So, Henry's like, yeah, I think you killed my kid, so I don't like you anymore. I thought we were chill, but I guess not. And William, after, out of pure spite, tampers with the toy animatronics and makes them super aggro towards people. And after a while, during like 1 week, like the place is about to shut down because people don't feel safe around the toy animatronics anymore like they did years ago, because it's 1987 now. So it's been like 2 years, right? And you also know what happens in 1987. Shut the fuck up.
Oh man.
So Mike Schmidt, that the night girl I was talking about earlier, is doing this last week, right before this party, right before they close, for goodsies, you know? Because that always lasts when they say for goodsies. But he has to take over the day shift job for the party. But on day 6, that's when the party happened. And that's when he had to take the day shift. But Mangle, they was not having that. And Mangle took a little munchie out of this dude's frontal lobe. And Markiplier was like, was that the bite of 87?
The Markiplier reference, yay.
And so Mike Schmidt is probably dead. Either that or he's just a potato now. We don't know.
Actually, no, it's Jeremy, but...
What? Oh, no, it was Jeremy. That's right, Jeremy Schmidt. Ignore me saying Mike.
Jeremy Fitzgerald.
I swear to God it was Schmidt. No, it's Mike Schmidt, Jeremy Fitzgerald.
After. Mike Schmidt.
Shut. I will... Can't say that one on YouTube. Alright, so ignore me saying Mike Schmidt for the past, 10 minutes. I meant to be saying Jeremy Fitzgerald. My apologies. But Mangle wasn't having Jeremy Fitzgerald be looking after these little kitties. So Mangle gets all hungry and goes, it's a tasty frontal lobe. And like I said earlier, Markiplier goes, was that the bite of 87? Was it the bite of 87? And, so obviously, Jeremy is, dead probably, or he could be, a potato, we don't know. Because you can live without the frontal lobe. It's just you're a potato. You're not a human. You're not physically or mentally with the world.
Me neither. I relate.
I know. We know. So, Henry ends up hiring William's son for, the last, night of the night shift. I'm not counting night 6 nor custom night as canon at all, because I don't think they are. But then, I guess it could be canon in one way as, overtime, but I don't think it is. Because logically it doesn't make sense, because it was only, 5 days until the party, until, the final party, and then on the 4th day, right before night 5, Jeremy gets bit by Mangle, and Mike takes over the night shift that takes place on night 5. So Michael gets paid. He moves on with his life. FNaF, this building shut down. Henry, not with William anymore, goes off and makes this. He takes those old robots that were these ones and turns them into this somehow. We don't know how. I guess he's just cool like that. But there's one teensy little issue. That Bonnie that was in the back there. No face exists for him anymore. He was on the toy animatronics, and those got turned into scrap probably. Or they maybe just be rotting. I don't know. But so he ends up just taking this. He ends up just taking the base Freddy head that we see on this Freddy right here, and ends up just kind of repainting it and they moved a hole. They moved these holes up onto the head, on the top of the head, and made him a Bonnie, which is pretty cool. And this place is pretty average. But William is I don't like you, Henry. But Henry doesn't know that. So William sneaks and gets his oh yeah, I forgot to mention those. So Spring Bonnie and Golden Freddy, or Fredbear if you want to say that, are in the back. So William sneaks in and sneaks off to the back. Gets his Spring Bonnie suit, is hey kitties, want to see my kebab?
No.
Want to see my special kebab in my pants?
Phrase that better. No.
I said it exactly how I wanted to say it. Okay. So he kills the kitties. He stuffs them into these new robots because William was ew, corpses, but I'm not going to report these to the police Cause I ain't no snitch. Cause
Snitches gets no bitches.
yeah, snitches get stitches. So
No bitches.
he had a wife. Henry had a wife.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be physically possible for him to have Charlie.
No, he could have like adopted her, I guess.
Well, yeah, but
Who adopts? Ew, I'm kidding. My dad's adopted. I can't say that. So William does the doo-doo, not the poo-poo, the do, and stuffs them into these robots, the FNaF 1 robots. Not this FNaF 1, where, like, not this, like, in chronological order, this FNaF 1. And, shut up!
shut up.
Shut up! I did not say that you could have motion at my front door.
What if you should probably turn off your Alexa.
I just did. I muted it.
Good.
Okay. So, William, after a while, notices or discovers this substance that comes from the dead, the dead.
Alexa, what's my home address?
What?
Nothing.
No, Grandma, I put the mute thing on too, like it can't pick up anything right now.
Good. Just testing.
What if I didn't, and you just advertise my home address to these people?
Because you just start the video over, I mean.
Alright. So, William, after a bit, discovers this substance called remnant. We don't like remnant, so we're not going to touch on that. But it can pretty much just make him immortal. So he's like, ooh, I'm going to get more of this. So he goes back to this location that Henry owns in the dead of night. No one's there. And he recruits the help of this shadow creature that we don't know why exists.
We assume it's just something.
We just kind of think he exists for the sake of existing.
But you know what? We aren't complaining.
Yeah, I love him. I love Shadow Freddy. But he's like, hey, you bring those you turn on those robots and you lure them back here to where they can't get me. And when they try to walk away, I do a dismantle. And Shadow Freddy is like, okay. So he does that. But the souls of the kids weren't really having that, right, Graham?
Yeah.
They did not want to be disturbed. They was chilling. So then they trap him in a corner, right? And then he's like, oh my god, my fursuit. Because, you know, William Atto is probably a furry. So he gets in his fursuit, he's like, and then he gets spring locked during his laugh. And he's all like, owie, this hurts a lot. And
bleeding, vast discomfort, pain, vast discomfort. Oh god, I feel my heart being torn out if I had one.
we love Days Ft. Freddy's too.
I had to throw at least one in there.
But what about William's special kebab?
No. Stop. What the fuck is going on?
My bad, his eggplant.
No.
That's even Alright, anyway. So we ended up getting spring locked, right? And then what's the time skip? What's the time skip? 30 years?
Yeah, 30 years.
Okay.
The spring locks, let's be specific. They tickled his body.
They tickled his body and he died, quote unquote died. 30 years later, he was in that safe room, right? And he looks like this now. He's a little ugly, but we don't judge, right, Graham?
And then there's these two guys who come and they're like, hey, I think this wall's fucking fake.
Yeah, they were like, hey, this wall looks fucking weird.
I'm gonna kick this wall down. You dare me to do it? Yeah. Dunk.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's something in here.
Yeah, so they break this wall down of the safe room that he got locked in 30 years ago, and they find this little green shit who proclaims himself as Springtrap, and he's kind of cool. We don't talk about the fan art. 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 We don't talk about the fan art.
You people who fucking.
We don't talk about the fan art. We don't talk about the fan art. We don't talk about the fan art.
We're looking at you people who like a living corpse.
We don't talk about the fan art. All right. Anyway, so they throw him into this place called Fazbear's Frights. Yeah, Fazbear Frights. We're not the book series. Sadly, good book series, by the way. I'm not touching on those, except like I kind of touched. I'm not gonna touch on the Charlie series, like the Silver Eyes, the Twisted Ones, and the Fourth Closet. No, it's not that it's bad. It's just not relevant to the games.
Nor is it canon, because in that universe, William isn't dead by suit.
In my opinion, it's its own separate universe, like the FNaF movie. It's its own separate universe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he gets thrown into a corner of, like, the opposite corner of where the security office is in Fazbear Frights, which is coincidentally where Michael Afton is, who is also Mike Schmidt, because I was keeping that a secret, but I think everyone who's watching this knows that already. So, yeah, so he's working there, and William's like, I don't like you. You're the reason my sweet little boy is dead. And he's like, we don't talk about that. The Addicted to Guard songs. Yeah. Graham, if you start singing it, I will hang up, by the way.
Singing what?
Yeah, this distraction is great.
Yeah, I kinda.
Because I don't think it's a miracle that song's still up, by the way. On YouTube. Out on YouTube.
Oh, that song's still up.
Yeah.
There's a distraction.
Shush!
That's the only part I'll sing.
Yeah, but, it's even worse because it's canonically his son. Okay, anyway, so, due to some quote-unquote faulty wiring, 5 days into the building's existence, the place burns down. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. William somehow ends up turning into Scrap Trap. We don't talk about that. By the way, we're gonna stay on this for now. I might make this like a two-parter. Like, talk about these, like the first, like, 5 games. Like, I'm probably gonna stop at Sister Location, like, it actively taking place there. Okay, so in between the burning downness of FNaF, of, like, Fazbear Frights, Michael's like, this is a pretty wacky looking cellar in my dad's garage, or wherever it was. It was probably in the garage. So, or like wherever you want to say that, like, the elevator down to where Sister Location takes place is. By the way, coming back to this, so Sister Location takes place as it does. I'm not counting the security office stuff as canon, because I don't think it is. Like, I think the canon ending to Sister Location is him getting scooped.
Yeah, it is.
So Sister Location takes place, he gets scooped, and then he gets Haktua'd out. I'm sorry, why did I say that?
I'm gonna hang up.
Don't you dare. So, Ennard is like, I don't like this vessel. Haktua, spit me out of that thing. I'm sorry.
I think actually, no.
That's kind of what happened, though.
Sister Location, I'm just realizing this. Sister Location, the kid, when Michael dies, takes place after FNaF 3.
Yeah, because he's like, I'm going to come find you.
And we see William escape the burning building.
Yeah, and he got his own Funko Pop called Dark Trap. This is dead ass a thing, by the way. This is not what I searched.
It's crazy.
These are furries. That's better. Yeah, through like the maybe 5 seconds that he was on screen for this, he got his own Funko Pop.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about how, hold on, how this thing turned into this thing somehow. Like, the totally accurate timeline says that he changed suits, which could make sense because for some reason Springtrap lost his pelvis for some reason in that fire and nothing else.
Me too.
So let's just go with that. Like, he goes to an abandoned Fred. He goes back to the abandoned Fredbear's. He's like, oh hey, there's my spare that I don't like, but I'll wear it anyway. But. Come on, words, I believe in you. But Michael gets scooped in. Ender doesn't like him. He goes, Hakutua, spit me out of that thing. And Baby's all like, you won't die. You will not die, gang. And Baby, you know what Baby does? She Hakutuas some remnant out. That's the last time I'll say that. I promise. At least for this video. So Michael is like, ugh, I'm alive. And he's all like, Father, it's me, Michael. I'm gonna pull up the video, hold on. Hold on, where is it? Where is it? I want the actual gameplay. This found.
Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. I found it. It was right where you said it would be. They were all there. They didn't recognize me at first, but then they thought I was you. And I found her. I put her back together, just like you asked me to. She's free now, but something is wrong with me. I should be dead, but I'm not. I've been living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to do now. I'm going to come find you. I'm going to come find you.
Ah, very scary, very scary, very scary Springtrap. Yeah, so that happens, right? So that's where I'm gonna stop this part of the video, like this half of the timeline, video-wise, because I'm tired. It's like 12:30. I'm not letting Graham go to sleep though, because we're gonna keep yapping about stuff that's not the FNaF timeline anymore. But
Like the show I'm watching.
yeah, that. So, I hope you guys liked my completely accurate timeline so far. This is the best.
Next one too, guys.
This is the. Yeah, he'll probably be there for the next one.
And when we get to like the later stuff that he doesn't know, I'll explain.
Yeah, I'll let him take over, like security breach and beyond, cause I'm not super well informed about security breach.
Actually, no, when we get to like FNAF VR and shit like that, then I think.
I could explain the first FNAF VR. Cause
I know FNAF VR lore like the back of my head.
Yeah, you know he knows AR, so I'll let him do AR. Grim, I'm gonna do it tomorrow while I'm at your house.
Yeah.
But I'll let him do AR. I'll do Help Wanted on that, and then I'll let him take over from specifically Help Wanted. Not Help Wanted. From Security Breach to Ruin to FNAF VR 2, if that is canon.
It is canon. It takes place before. It takes place before Ruin and during Ruin.
Okay, we will not be going over Into the Pit. Not because I haven't actually finished it, but because it is technically a Fazbear Frights book. It just kind of got adapted, and as I said earlier, I'm not going to be going over the books.
So we'll see you on the next one, gang.
Yeah, which is hopefully tomorrow, or in like 13 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, ish. Yeah, 13 hours, yeah.
Make sure you credit my name in this video.
I will not do that because I'm a bitch. Later, fuckers. Hey. All right.